What's up, YouTube? I hope you're doing well. I'm having technical difficulties. I'm out overcast, so that may be stopping that as well. So I okay, there it is. So it's just coming on. So give me a minute. I'm gonna take that one off, and I'm gonna see if I can do my countdown. Well, hello, YouTube. This is your boy, Brother Jay. I hope everybody's doing well. Anyway, I know this is not going to be a packed house because we're actually talking about current events and politics and world events. So this is not about beef sector news or anything. So I don't expect a big crowd, but that's okay. It's not for that. This is really something serious. So I am looking at the people who are protesting Biden because of the Hamas situation. Y'all, we ain't talking about nothing. Just something about world events. That's all, St. James. It's good to see you. Good to see you. So I was watching those protesters, and they were at, I believe, Radio City Music Hall. We had President Biden, Obama, and Bush all together. No, Clinton. Let me stop. I said Bush. Lord Jesus. No, it was Clinton, Biden, and Obama, not Bush. Lord Jesus, don't get me the line, okay? But Bush probably would have been there if he could. Not even Republican anymore. So it was Biden, Obama, and Clinton. And so people were protesting this. And don't get me wrong, people have the right to protest. But do not let your protest have you not vote for Biden or discourage other people from voting for Biden. Now, Biden is walking a very delicate tightrope with Israel, Gaza, and Hamas. You have the Republicans saying that he is anti Semitic and really is trying to disarm Israel because they support Israel at all costs. Ooh, these blue bonnets are so pretty. Ooh, I'm going to take a picture when I come back home. Baby, these blue bonnets are everything in Texas. Oh my God, these blue bonnets are beautiful. Okay, let me get back. So he has to walk that tightrope. Also, he cannot let those people in Gaza starve to death because there is a crisis where people are actually starving to death in Gaza. And Israel seems like they don't care about those people. Also, they told people to go to Rafah. Now they want to bomb the hell out of Rafah. Where are the people going to go? Now, this is the other ugly part about it. Hamas does hide behind civilians, but you have to be careful on how you extract them because those innocent bystanders who are Palestinians don't have anything to do with those people that they're seeking out. So it is a delicate dance on both sides. Biden needs to tell Israel, unless you all have a humanitarian plan that is viable, you shouldn't be going into Gaza. You shouldn't be destroying Rafah. You shouldn't be doing that. Period. Now these people have been locked up. It is a detention camp. I'm gonna call it like it is, you all. These people cannot leave Gaza unless they get permission from Israel. The borders are closed at Egypt, and to get into Israel, they have to have a special permission pass. It's almost like apartheid in South Africa. Now, I understand that Israel wants to protect itself because Israel has been in that area and it has been volatile since. But we got to look at the history of how Israel got there in the first place. And no one wants to tell the story about British Petroleum and the Rothschilds and how they pretty much moved and displaced all of those Palestinians, Christians, and Jewish people who were there way before that. And again, that was for the Eastern Europeans who were Jewish. So those people from Poland and those people from Hungary and all of those places where Hitler unfortunately exterminated a lot of Jews, they wanted a safe haven. And really, they focused on those people. They weren't thinking about all the other Jews. They weren't thinking about the African Jews. They weren't thinking about the Jews of color. They were just thinking about white Jews. And that's how this thing was supposed to work in the first place. And it disrupted a whole lot of stuff. To this day, a lot of Jews think that Jewish people should have been dispersed among the populations, not in that area. So that's an argument between Jewish people themselves. So now we got this situation. We have these people who are on this heavily populated strip of land that is not that big, and these people are forced to live there. And whenever you cage people up, people are going to explode. They're going to get upset. However, it was Hamas. So the United States wants to eradicate Hamas just like Israel wants to eradicate Hamas, but not eradicate and I mean not, get rid of and decimate the population of Palestinians. And it's a hard deal. But this is what I really want to get to those people who are protesting. It's okay to protest. You have a right to protest. It is your God-given right to protest. But when it comes to voting and when it comes to Biden and Trump, if you think that Biden is not doing what you want him to do, oh my God, imagine Trump being at the helm. And I don't think y'all get that. I think y'all don't get that. So you all think you think Trump is going to do a better job? Trump is already saying that Biden is anti-Semitic because he is requesting Israel have a plan for humanitarian aid. Also, Chuck Schumer, who is a Jew, who is a Jewish man, just said, hey, what they're doing is wrong. And we support Israel, but we support those Palestinians and we want to eradicate Hamas. And like I said, Trump is not going to do anything but align with Israel. And we got to realize that Netanyahu, half of this is his fault. I mean, why did it take so long for the army to get all that stuff? See, again, a lot of this is this dictatorship type thing, people trying to stay in the power. And sometimes war and this kind of stuff is a good way to do it. So my thing is, if you think that Biden is not good, well, wait till you get Trump, because Trump doesn't give a damn about them people in Palestine, and he's fully engaged with Israel. And that's all I have to say. It is just that simple. And let me say this, ZYX, all Pentecostal churches don't support Trump. It's a difference between black Pentecostal churches and we may believe the same way, but when it comes to our politics and stuff, it's totally different. So I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm sorry. And for those people who are protesting, if you think Trump is going to be your best bet, then go ahead. I hope you all are protesting to change Biden's well, and Biden has not disagreed with you. Biden thinks that that should happen. Biden thinks that they should come up with a plan. So Biden is not disagreeing with the protesters. And I hope you all are just doing this to continue to, make sure that those Palestinians are taken care of. But please do not let this deter your vote or deter other people's votes, because if people stay home, that's a win for Trump. And if you vote for Trump, that's a win for Trump. And if you think that this situation is bad now, you get Trump as a president and see what happens. It's not going to be any better. So that's pretty much my message to you. Everybody has a right to protest. Everybody has a right for peaceful protest. I even heard Biden tell the protesters, "You're right, and we're going to have to do something." Biden is not disagreeing with the people, but it's a delicate dance. It is a delicate dance, and I think that holding funds from Israel until they really get a serious humanitarian plan for the Palestinians is fair. And I think that needs to happen. Unfortunately, Hamas hides where civilians are. But you got to be careful with that. So those are my thoughts with that. I know it's like I said, we're talking this politics stuff, and a lot of people haven't even looked at their TV to check this out. Now, there is also rumor that Diddy was hanging out with Stevie J in Miami. I don't know if that's true or not. That's an allegation, but that's what's been heard. So, and he hasn't been charged with anything. So truly, he's a free man. But a lot of reports have been coming out on that. No, ZXY, that's your belief, and you don't speak for all Christians. And the Christian nationals who are very hateful of black people and people of color and feel like white people should rule, that's not the God I serve. The Jesus I serve dealt with marginalized people. He fed the poor. He said, "The poor shall be among you always." The Jesus that I know wanted to make sure that poor families could be equal with the other folk, to make sure that education and food and all of that stuff was in play. So the Jesus that these people believe in, the Jesus in the Bible don't have a chance. The Jesus in the Bible don't have a chance. So I don't know what Christianity you're talking about, but yeah, that ain't the God that I serve. I don't know the God that these people serve, to try to take food out of poor people's mouths and give people Meals on Wheels boxes and not hot meals. I don't know what Jesus you serving, because the Jesus I know hung with the poor, and he was very critical of those wealthy people for not doing anything and treating their brother as themselves. That's the Jesus that I know. So yeah, so maybe we serving a different Jesus. I don't know, Yeshua. But I don't know. I don't know this person. But this Christian nationalism have people up. It's just showing where people are. And now you got the black gay Christian now realizing that, oh, this is bullcrap. And then you got the pastor. Oh my God, Scott. Scott now is complaining because these Republicans don't care about y'all. Only thing they was doing is using you all. And my thing is, all you got to do is look at how the party is. It's a homogenous group of people with a sprinkle of black folk and a sprinkle of women. And I'm not saying that Democrats are all great either. They have issues as well. But at least I can see the diversity. And I'm not going to go against my interests. So those are my thoughts on that. But now they're even seeing that this is not what it's cracked up to be. And that man is crazy selling Bibles. And they asked him what his favorite Bible scripture was, and he can't even tell. Baby, he couldn't even say Jesus wept. He could have said Jesus wept. But yet you selling the Bible trying to raise this money. It's a bunch of smoke and mirrors. And it's sad that these people are going for it. That's the sad part about it. And I guess Christian people have been groomed for this because I think of the Robert Tiltons and all of those people who just got money from these people and they just scam money from. So I guess these people are just groomed to this kind of foolishness. He said 2 Corinthians. Okay. So I'm just saying you all got to be very careful. And, I got issues with Biden, but at the end of the day, I know who I'm going to vote for, and it won't be Trump. And it won't be a third-party candidate. I know what's going on. And people who have discernment knows what's going on. And again, this Christian nationalism is terrible. Now they're telling people that they can't have no children. They're trying to get rid of the vitro stuff. I'm like, are you serious? So now you're dealing with people trying to plan their family? And where does it stop? It doesn't. And it continues to go on. Where does it stop? Well, I don't care if he's agnostic. I don't care what he is. He's self-centered. That's what it is. He is very self-centered. And now he's threatening to put Democrats in jail and what kind of stuff. And see, the sad part about it is this stuff starts off funny, but then when he starts doing it, then everybody's like, "Oh my God, we should have took him seriously in the first place." Yeah, you should have took him seriously. This man has never had a no in his life. He's always done what he wanted to do. His daddy bankrolled him out of bankruptcy and all of this stuff. He's lied about his taxes, lied about the value of his properties, lied about all of this stuff, lied about his wealth. No, he wasn't a good businessman. No, he wasn't. He's a good marketer. He's a good grifter. And then I'm looking at Tim Scott up there cheesing and grinning. And Tim Scott, I'm here to tell you, you're not going to be vice president. And you threw Nikki Haley under the bus. And if it wasn't for Nikki Haley, you wouldn't even have the seat that you have. But it goes to show you how vindictive and how unloyal you are. And you're a grifter. You are a grifter as well. Clarence Thomas is a grifter as well. All of these grifters. And it's sad because I'm looking at these people and I'm going to give Mike Pence his props. I am not a Mike Pence fan, but Mike Pence upheld the Constitution. And Mike Pence was not going to delay that fair election at all. However, I believe that a Tim Scott would have. See, that's the scary part about it. Tim Scott would have. Now, Hillary Clinton lost. Was it disappointing? Yeah. Hillary Clinton won the popular vote, but lost due to the Electoral College. Hillary Clinton conceded. Last time we saw Hillary, she was in the forest picking blueberries or something. You don't even hardly see Hillary Clinton anymore. Al Gore could have did the same thing. So I don't understand. But now they have let this man do so much that we pray that we get back to normal, where when people have lost an election, they can move on and be civil. Well, Mike Pence has his religious views, and my thing is, your religious views are your religious views. This is the United States of America, and we are a diverse country, diverse in ethnic groups, religious groups, and no one has a right to try to push their religion on anyone else because we are a nation of many religions, and we do not have a state religion. So, and Mike Pence tried to go with him as long as he could, but I'm gonna tell you what, Mike Pence said he ain't endorsing him. This man tried to take Mike Pence's life. Mike Pence, they wanted, but maybe they were trying to take Mike Pence's life. That man said that Mike Pence didn't do what he needed to do. And again, he's sending out people. And you know, then he tries to say, well, I didn't do that. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You pretty much got, you know, all Trump had to do was tell those people to go home. But no, he whooped up the frenzy. That's what he did. So So for all of those protesters, I don't have a problem with you all. I believe that the United States need to hold Israel accountable. I think that if Israel does not provide humanitarian aid and do what's right to those Palestinians, then I think that the United States should pull back on the funding because we're not going to be funding genocide. Your focus is Hamas and not those innocent civilians. That's my thoughts. Now, does that mean I don't support Israel? No. But that doesn't mean I support Israel blindly because we see what's going on. So that's what I'm saying. That's all that I'm saying. So I agree with the protesters, but at the end of the day, protesters, when it comes to voting, make sure you tell people to still vote for Biden, even though we don't agree, because Trump is gonna tear it up. And you think those Palestinians are in a mess? You let Trump get into office and see what happens. No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Not to that extent. How many people lost their lives because of the pandemic? Because he bungled that up. People lost their lives because of him. No, sir. No, sir. All of those sex scandals, all of that hush money, all of that lying, and all of that. And you, let me tell you something. We haven't even gotten to the point of what he did while he was in office. And they want to pull in Hunter Biden, but nobody ain't pulling in Jared Kushner. And even with the Hunter Biden situation, they are not finding what they want. And it's just a kangaroo court. But let's pull Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump and see what they did. That man is not good for the country at all. That man is good for the 1% and those people who have boatloads of money. I said it. And we really need to be careful because he's a dangerous man. He's already told the people what he want to do. He has no self-control. He has no self-control whatsoever. He up there showing people top secret documents. I'm like, are you serious? But that's the kind of guy he is. I don't think he's good for the country. He's messed up international relationships. He wants to take NATO away, which is crazy. You don't even know the strength of NATO. The man is crazy as cat pee. So if that's what y'all want, but that dude is very dangerous, and I don't say that lightly. Maybe they got rid of Ronna McDaniel. Maybe they got rid of Ronna. And they don't put Trump's sister, his daughter-in-law up there. Child, they're trying to raise that money. That money is, baby, he's bleeding the Republican Party. He's bleeding the RNC because they're busy paying for his court costs. So they're not going to be able to run commercials and stuff because they too busy paying for his court costs. Did not. Absolutely not true. Absolutely not true. Every time a Republican get in, they want to do tax cuts, knowing that the country cannot do that. Why are we giving tax cuts to people who rarely pay taxes? That don't make no sense. Under every Democrat, Obama, Clinton, the economy straightened up. They always had to come and clean up after Republicans who gave stupid tax cuts that really took out the treasury. And those wealthy people didn't give anything back in. You got to be crazy. You got to be crazy. Absolutely not. Obama had to come clean up after that whole mess after Bush. Had to come up and clean up after Bush. It was crazy. Clinton had to come clean up after another Bush. And then now Biden had to come up and clean up after Trump because Trump had messed up our international standing, all of this stuff. It was terrible. It was terrible. Corralling and palling with dictators. Unbelievable. It's sad. We have gotten to the point where we have let this man do so much that it seems normal. All of this stuff was abnormal under him. Abnormal. Just abnormal. They do not. They do not. Absolutely not. The guy who owns a Berkshire Hathaway said that his employees probably pay more in taxes than he do, pound per pound. So that's not true. And they have loopholes. And look what Trump has done. Come on. For what Trump has done, you can tell these people ain't paying taxes. Come on. Look at Trump. They find loopholes and cheat the system. Trump said he don't pay taxes. And guess what? The people just like him don't pay taxes. Man, go somewhere with that. Just a lie. And the truth ain't in you. Eating them sound bites up. Absolutely not. We can see what Trump has done that they ain't paying taxes. And the corporations aren't either. And they'll put that money all in offshore accounts. And a lot of money has been held in offshore accounts. And let me say this. When Bill Clinton gave them a tax holiday, those corporations took bonuses and cut jobs. They did not give back to those people. I'm telling you, y'all don't let these people look, baby. I remember when Clinton did that. Clinton actually gave them a tax holiday where he was not going to penalize them for bringing that offshore money back into the United States. And what they did was gave themselves bonuses and they cut workers so they can get more money. I've seen it. Again, I've seen it too many times. I want to make sure that students aren't saddled in debt. I want to make sure that mamas can have decent child care in pre-K like they have in San Antonio that's working well. Pre-K for SA is doing extremely well in San Antonio. So they're getting kids before they go to first grade and giving them adequate pre-K so they can be ready, and it's working in San Antonio. So I would rather do that and help people so we can even this playing field. But you know what? Folk don't want equality. They don't want diversity and equity because that means that people are going to be on the same level and they want an advantage over people. That's the whole line. It's about power and advantage. And people get something that you got, then people get worried. Sure, you're right. That's what they do. So I know this is not popular. I know we ain't talking about people pages getting snatched and stuff, but we're talking about real politics and things that really happen out there. Let me remind you all, they're trying to close Mississippi Valley State. They're trying to close Alcorn State, and they're trying to close Jackson State. All of these black schools. Now, the Mississippi legislature want to close white schools too, but these black schools are historic. These black student schools educate most of the black population, and when graduation rates are so low in Mississippi, you better keep those schools. Also, they're trying to get rid of, well, they've gotten rid of the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Office at the University of Texas in Austin, and it's wreaking havoc, baby. It's wreaking havoc, and they're getting ready to see black enrollment drop. And that's what they really want. That's what they really want. I'm telling you, y'all need to look at these plays. And now they're going for diversity, equity, and inclusion. So next on the list is affirmative action. They're trying to take out all of these things that these people have worked for so long in the civil rights movement, and they're trying to turn them all back. And we sitting up here worried about the wrong thing. And then when you're drinking out of colored and white people's water fountains, then it's going to be like, wow. And people think that y'all doing too much. Y'all talking about some people are just exaggerating too much. No, 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 no. People want you to be quiet. They don't want you to say anything, so they can continue to run their plays. So we'll see. I do have a question. So, did anybody get more information about Diddy being in Miami with Stevie J? Because I thought Diddy was on a plane gone. Now, I know Diddy has not been charged with anything, but Miami and you hanging around with Stevie J, let's see what happens. That's what they're trying to do. Talking about states' rights. Again, it's nothing but the Southern strategy, new twist on it. It is nothing but trying to keep black folk like Reconstruction with the twist on it. These people still mad about the Civil War. Y'all, I ain't lying. These people still mad about the Civil War, and they about the South rising again. I mean, I'm not lying. These people are still mad about that. And this is what you see it. My opinion. Yeah, I was looking at Smart News, and they have a article saying that he's in Miami. He was seen with Stevie J. I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna have to read more in that article. Yeah, red states, and that's why people are free, feeling so free now to say whatever they want to about black people, Spanish people. They were at the border, and the people at the border states say they wish those folk would go home because they said that the ICE and Homeland Security got the hotel rooms going up for $400 and $500 a night because they know the government gonna pay for it, the state of Texas gonna pay for it. So now people can't even get a decent hotel room. They can't get into their restaurants now because Homeland Security hogging up all the restaurants. Them folks say go home. They said we didn't need y'all out here doing all of this. And then it was a Republican lady. She called the Mexican people wetbacks. I'm like, these are not only Mexican people, ma'am. These are Chinese immigrants. These are people from Venezuela. These are people from Guatemala and Honduras. These people are Haitians. They coming from all over the world. Stop calling these people wetbacks. She called them folks wetbacks. I'm like, oh my God. It didn't flinch. Didn't flinch when she said it. Didn't have a problem when she said it. And these are the people we want to elect. So anyway, y'all, what else is going on? I'm almost done. I'm getting lyric to her grooming session. Get these nails clipped. It is such a gloomy day. It's so overcast today in San Antonio. It looks like it's about to pour down. So you know what? I think me and Boo is gonna go to this restaurant, and we gonna go to this restaurant. We gonna go to this restaurant. I've been to this restaurant. He hasn't been to this restaurant, but this restaurant is okay with me, and I think we gonna go. I'm gonna see if I can get a reservation. That's what they're trying to do. But look, Char. In the meantime, the people in the agricultural and the building sector, the construction sector, are pissed off because they don't have no people. And watermelon and strawberry are rotting on the vine, and homes are being delayed. So where it took 3 months, now it almost takes a year to get a home built because they don't have enough workers. Now they want the people to come work, but they don't want them to stay. If they're good enough to build your house, they should be good enough to be citizens. Come on, they're good enough to build these homes. They're good enough to pick the fruit. Shouldn't they be good enough to be citizens? Ooh, these apartments built so cheap. They built so cheap. And then people who here got the nerve to say them folks stealing their jobs. Y'all ain't picking peas. Y'all ain't picking strawberries. Y'all ain't picking oranges and cutting cane because they ain't paying nothing. And y'all let them people talk y'all out of the union. So now they paying people pennies on the dollar, and y'all ain't gonna work for that. They ain't stealing them jobs. Y'all don't want them jobs. Y'all don't want them jobs. And guess what? Them employees don't want to hire you because they don't want to pay you all that money. See how that works? You don't want the job because you ain't gonna do that back-breaking work for pennies, and the employees don't want you because they ain't gonna pay you nothing. So they ain't taking nothing from you. The men who died on that bridge, they were immigrants. I don't see none of y'all filling no potholes. Y'all don't want to do that work. Y'all don't want to do that work. We sit up here and laugh at people driving Uber and sitting up here working jobs. We laugh at that kind of work. So I know y'all don't want to do no bridge work and no hard work. I mean, that's what y'all give this channel. Cause y'all have arrived like Nene Lee. Ah, y'all don't want to do them jobs. Want to be in the sun building houses. Baby, it's very few black construction workers. There's still some, but that's dominated by the Latino folk. Landscaping, we still in it, but Latino folk, we don't want to do them jobs. All out in that sun. No, they don't want to do that work. And let me tell you who's taking your jobs. These immigrants ain't taking your jobs. Them folk from India and them people from China taking your jobs. Because them calls to the jobs you going to the engine. So Mujabab be answering the phone talking about something. Hello, this is Bob. Knowing good and well his name is not Bob. It's Mujabab. But he'll baby. And then the lady from China and the Philippines be answering them questions. Because they outsource those jobs. So them the people you need to be mad at, not them people trying to come across the border, baby. They ain't taking your job. They ain't taking your Randstad job. Ah, come on. They ain't taking your call center jobs. They ain't taking your computer jobs. Baby, there's some people from India and China taking them jobs. And you know good and well they ain't from America. Hello, this is Tina. I'm like, Tina, where you at? Tina don't want to tell you. Because Tina knows she in India somewhere. Because they don't want to pay y'all. Tell the truth, shame the devil. And those are major corporations who doing that. Anyway, we don't want to hear that. We don't like this kind of teaching. Don't like this kind of teaching. And the sad part about that is, like, Mexico used to be the place where the jobs was going, right? Well, the Mexicans got a little like, we need more money. Baby, they pulled up and they started going to China. Now these Chinese people started to get a little touchy, and baby, they will ship them jobs to Vietnam. I'm telling you, Africa is gonna be the next place. Africans get ready because they looking for cheap labor, and so it always seems that when people get the reality that they need to be making more money, the people want to move because they want to work the people for dirt cheap, and it's a race to the bottom because they don't want to pay people. They don't want to pay people. So the real problem is the corporations. Stop blaming these folks for taking your jobs and stop blaming the corporations. Look who hiring the people. Look who don't want to pay you. Ooh, that's a pretty Ooh, that Mercedes Benz is nice, baby. This new electric Mercedes Benz, baby, she's nice. She's really nice. But the only thing I don't like about these electric cars is I know that charge ain't about shit. So it's that EQS, but baby, that charge is probably get 300 miles worth of charge. Mm-mm. Yeah, I ain't with them electric cars yet because baby, how that grid went out in Texas, honey, a lot of people would have been stranded. And if I need to get out the country and run to the border, I want to make sure that I have my car gassed up. Okay, gassed up. Ah, okay. Hey man, y'all messing with these electric cars if you want to, and let it be a power outage and see where you gonna be. If anything, you better get on a nasty piece of hybrid car. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you, Char. Let me tell you what they doing too. Let me tell you what they doing for healthcare. Y'all don't want to hear this, but I'm gonna tell it anyhow. I noticed when I was at the hospital that they had a lot of Filipino nurses and a lot of Jamaican nurses and a lot of West African nurses. But here's the twist. They was putting them in the worst places in the old part of the hospital, and they was paying them less. Where they do that at? Okay? Now I want y'all to catch that. They were importing mostly Filipinos. The Filipinos came on in. It's a lot of them. And then the next one are Jamaicans and Africans. But the Filipinos dominate the healthcare industry. They dominate it. I mean, they're getting other ethnic groups, but the Filipino women and men, baby, they be in that hospital sick. Okay, it's like a whole community, and they usually put them in the worst part of the hospital and pay them the least. What that all about? I'm just telling you what I see. Come on. That don't mean it's right. So you mean to tell me somebody who got the same level of education got to get paid less? Because that seems like discrimination to me. But I'm going to leave that alone. See, a lot of us don't know what's really going on because we're not in those spaces. But I'm in those spaces, and I see it. I see it. But right now, when it comes to healthcare, those the people from the Philippines, maybe they get them. It's almost like they get an agency, and the agency just bring them on over, and they get a little nasty piece of work visa. Nobody ain't saying nothing about that. But we worried about some migrants coming over from the south who trying to work in a factory or a meat cutting plant or pick some fruit and stuff. That's what we worried about. But yet you got the Philippines, which I'm not blaming them because again, it's the corporations who are trying to lowball everybody. But they go right to the Philippines and get those women, and nobody ain't saying a word. That's why I don't listen to these people. It's all about politics. And they know the corporations are the big culprits in all of this mess. They know that it's the corporations doing all of this foolery. They know it. So again, I know we're gonna be 100 people in here because we're talking about things that really matter. But that's okay. I'm gonna tell it in season and out of season. And this is the problem right now. So I'm not worried about is Lemon gay or not. That ain't my concern. I don't know no MHB or no PhD. I don't know them people. I don't know if Brianna went to Doctor Now and got some Ozempic. I don't know. I don't know. All I do know is that we have some real life situations coming up, and that we got some real serious situations to make, and we should be planning on who we gonna vote for, and we should be volunteering to make sure that there's no mumbo jumbo going on with the vote, and educating people on what's really going on. That's what we really do. Because let me tell you something, Lemon being gay don't have no real impact on my life. If Brianna lose no weight, if she lose her whole booty, it don't make no difference to me. Because it ain't gonna help my life get better or worse. But the situation at hand with this election, oh, it's real. It's real. What's up, Melissa Scott, girl? You better clean them greens. Clean them greens. You better do it. Where am I going? Oh my God, did I miss my turn? Don't tell me I missed. No, I did. No, I did. Let me get out this lane. Oh, let me get out this. Did I miss my turn? Lord, I missed my turn. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Thank you, Jesus. I thought I missed my turn. Did I miss my turn? I think I did miss my turn. I sure did. Messing with y'all. Let me stop. Ooh, baby, you done got hit on that side. Let me hear it again. Baby, you know you be speeding up when people have their turning lights on and they side all dent up on their car. Okay, let me skedaddle right along. Baby, this man whole car on the side just runt. Just runt. Okay, boo boo, you need to hurry up and do this now. Let me see what y'all said. Yep. Yeah, it's a lot of things going on, you all. So today I was talking to Brian and we were talking about weight loss and all of that stuff. And a lot of people feel that it's a will. You don't have willpower. And that's not true for everybody. That is definitely not true for everybody. And I keep on telling people, some people really do not have that signaling to say, hey, you're full. Some people don't have that. And so it's not about willpower for a lot of people. It's really about having that mechanism to say that you're full and you can like walk away. And that's what Oprah was saying. And I thought it was really, really interesting because she said, you know what? Now I can walk away. But some people never had that walk away. So I ain't mad. I ain't mad. And I think that was really good too. And I think a lot of the food industry knows this as well, but they put that high fructose corn syrup and a lot of things to make you hungry. This is why I tell people leave them empty calories alone and go eat some real food. When you go to the supermarket, leave that middle stuff alone. Go to the perimeter of the stuff where you got your beef, your chicken, your dairy, those things that are not highly processed. That's what you need to be looking at. So anything that's highly processed and enriched, you need to not touch. And I think, our body, yeah, we just need to be very careful. So we were talking about that, but the food industry knows this as well. It seems like every industry that's dealing with a whole lot of money is always there to manipulate the people, to really manipulate the people. And I think that's, we need to look at that as well. So anyway, you all, what else is going on? Talk to me. I'm almost at my destination. I'm almost at my destination. Hey, does anybody know what they do at the action behavior centers? Because I'm noticing in San Antonio that these action behavior centers are popping up everywhere. What do they do? Is it a place where people can send their kids or people who may have mental issues where they go? Now, I will say that the windows you cannot see in, they are very, it's very like in a public place, but it's private. Does anybody know about them action behavior centers? What is that all about? Somebody help me who's in the mental health field. Okay, I got to check that out. Thank you, Better Days. I got to check that out. So does anybody know what them action behavior centers are about? Because they are popping up everywhere in San Antonio. And baby, they pay really well. They pay really, really well. I don't know if nobody knows. I'm trying to figure out if did I pay. Oh, let me tell y'all what happened. Let me say this, y'all. University of Texas and University of Texas Health Center, baby, they build it up like crazy here. They just built the building and then got me turned around. So Better Days said news. Ashley Grayson, content creator, has been convicted under RICO. She put out a hit on a woman who sued her for online scams. Lord have mercy. I tell you, these content creators be thinking they God. They be thinking they God and things. Be thinking they God and they want to play God. Y'all need to watch it. Y'all be playing God. So does anybody know what them action behavior centers are? I'm gonna look it up, but I thought somebody might have known. But they are popping up everywhere. I know they have to deal with behavior because it's action behavior center, but I'm trying to figure out what they do. And they're in shopping centers and everything. Do they have beds in there? I mean, do they give people a little medicine? What they do? What they do in there? I don't. What do they have a little room that people go in so they can get out their frustrations? What's going on over there? I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you what. Those insurance companies are not playing with him, and those insurance companies are saying, "No, we're not gonna give you this money." Now, I know people are trying to raise money, but let me tell you something: the people who are trying to raise money from Trump are the ones who's gonna benefit from him in the end. See, people don't care about Trump being a total crazy man. They don't care about that. All they care about is Trump doing for them what they need to. And it's worth it because the rate of return is going to be great. Think of how many people who helped Trump and think about the windfall of money that they got with government contracts and all of this stuff. I mean, they benefit from helping him. So he may raise the money because people, but see, it's a risk because that just because you give him the money, that doesn't mean he's going to be the president. But some people are willing to take that risk that if he's president, he's going to be rewarding them. He's going to give them a reward, and that's what people are looking at. So he may raise the money. So y'all, he may get that money because somebody's going to benefit from him winning, and they may be willing to take the risk. But I'm gonna tell you what, the insurance companies weren't willing to take the risk. They was like, y'all better play that pickleball. Y'all better play that pickleball. I have to learn how to play pickleball. I have not learned how to play pickleball yet. I'm such a racquetball fan, but that pickleball looked fun. A lot of people are donating to Trump, but where's the money going? See, that's the whole thing. It's not going to his campaign. Where's the money going? And the Democratic National Party has outraised the Republicans. I mean, that dinner alone with Clinton, Obama, and Biden, $25 million, okay, in one sitting, and Biden ain't paying legal fees. I mean, Trump got a lot of legal fees. He got to pay. He has to pay E.G. Carroll her money. Now that Stormy Daniels hush money case is coming. Trump is so tied up in legal stuff. He got to pay them lawyers. Nobody ain't working for free. Nobody ain't working for free. So all of that money is going to be tied up in legal stuff. And he is absolutely draining the RNC. That's why I can't understand why the RNC is even doing this, because they're messing up their own candidates, because it's a trickle down theory. So people who may need that money to run campaign ads can't get it because it's all going to Trump. So they got to do their own independent fundraising. So she said action behavior centers are offices for children with autism. Okay. I just wanted to know because it's a lot of there are a lot of them in San Antonio. Well, Miss Gates 305, you vote for whoever you want to. This is America. Oh, Republicans ain't oppressing people. Okay, then, because the Republicans have signed bills to help working mothers, and they've signed bills to help those students with student debt and stuff, and they doing all of that for them people. That's good, Miss Geisha 305. Yeah. Okay. Ah, okay, girl. You gonna vote for who you want to, and I'm being very facetious. I ain't voting for them. I do not vote against my interests. And even though I don't agree with everything the Democrats do, I see more people who look like me on that party, and I see things that they're doing that I happen to like. I don't like everything they do, but look, if I had to choose between two poisons, I want the one that's gonna let me live a little longer than the one that's gonna dead kill me, boom, right then and there. So now you go ahead with that Republican thing. You go ahead with people like Tim Scott and all of them grifters. I'm gonna leave it right on there. You go right ahead, girl. Do you? Knock yourself out, sis. I'm gonna stick with the Democrats. If they had another party that wasn't racist, because all these third parties are racist too, I would. So I'm gonna stick with the Democrats. If I could be independent and vote in the primaries, I would. But independents don't get to vote in the primaries, so I'm gonna stick with the Democrats for a while. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But girl, you go right ahead and vote for them Tim Scotts and them people and them Lindsays and all of them. Go ahead and do that, girl. Go ahead and knock yourself out because they are good people. Yes. Mhm. Ah. No, yeah, but that's the Republicans of Lincoln, and those Republicans are not there, and we know why it was a switch to Democrats. No, they're not the party of Lincoln, and the Dixiecrats are now Republicans. So those Democrats who didn't want LBJ to do what he did, and when he signed that civil rights bill, they ran right on over to the Republican Party. Yeah, we still have a little holdout like Joe Manchin who ain't running, and Kristen Sinema who ain't running again. But no, don't get your history mixed up, sis. Mm-mm. Those are not the Republicans of Lincoln. That's not a progressive Republican. And we know that American history is quite odd, but no, that ain't the baby. Yeah, but if you think Republicans are really good and you think that they're looking out for the people and they're about diversity, equity, and inclusion, but yet they want to whitewash history and yeah, go ahead and vote for them, girl. Go ahead and vote for them. But I'm sorry, I won't. But guess what? You have a right to vote for whoever the hell you want to because this is America. But your who you gonna vote for have no influence on me. Just like who I'm voting for don't have no influence on you. Yours don't have no influence on me. All I can say is this is America, and you have the right, baby. If you want to vote for Bubbles the Chimp, you have every right under the American Constitution. Okay. So I don't know if you over here to get a rise out of me. You don't have one. You don't have one, baby. You can vote for Cheetah Rivera. You can, baby. You can vote for the ghost of Nancy Reagan. Whatever you want to do, boo. Because this is America. You can write in people too. You know that, right? So do what you got to do. If you think Donald Trump is the best candidate, and if you think he's gonna bring the nation together and bring the nation to healing and stuff, then go vote for him. If you think he is a sound president, and if you think he handled COVID well, girl, go vote for him. Go vote for him. Do you? Mm, do it. He certainly is not. That's your opinion. He's certainly not better than Biden. Honey, Biden with those student loans done help people. Honey, people done got out from the student loans, and Biden trying to pump money into HBCUs after Trump said he did it and didn't do a damn thing. All he did was talk. I mean, you can say what you want, but vote for who you want. If you don't like Biden, fine. But don't be a grifter. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Don't be a grifter. You know Trump ain't did a damn thing for nobody, and half the stuff that he got was because of Obama, the black man that he couldn't stand. Now, trying to take away Obamacare and don't have nothing to replace it, but yet you think that's something that we need. Okay, girl, go and do that. Go and do that. You so smart. Don't knock that out, girl. Vote for whoever you want to. It's America. This is America, baby. Baby, I'm not angry. I'm telling you to vote who you want to. Why you think I'm getting angry? Because I told you to vote for who you want to? Vote for who you want. Every time they get elected, a Democrat has to come and balance the budget. Bill Clinton had to come and do it. I mean, and I didn't agree with a lot of his policies either. But girl, do what you got to do, boo. If you think that that's good for you, vote for who you want to. But I'm just sorry. I'm voting for Biden 2024, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do. So I'm gonna vote for Biden. You do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna vote for anybody who sexually assault women and cheat on their taxes and everything else. Hey, hold on for a minute.
Well, Geisha, it's all about Biden for me. So if you want to go ahead and vote for that, no, Biden ain't cheat on no taxes. You know Biden ain't cheating on no taxes. Stop lying. It's just a line for me. Biden ain't cheat on no taxes. Biden showed his taxes. It's the other man who didn't want to show his stuff. And now he all in this legal trouble. I guess they picking on him too, because he's legal trouble. Anybody else, they would have been in jail. See, justice is not blind, you all. And Trump is a good indication of why justice is not blind. If that was somebody else, if it was that a regular person, they would have been in jail. But see, this is what happens when you have a little money. But see, people want us to forget what this man has done and how this man has done this stuff. He didn't even do right by putting his stuff in a trust. He's a liar, trying to sell Bibles. How tacky. But if you want to vote for that, go ahead and vote for that, sis. I mean, and nobody ain't angry. You the one who trying to prove something. You the one who trying to be a grifter. Come on, Candace Owens, do what you got to do, girl. Cause you giving me Candace Owens right now. So, baby, if you want to vote for him, vote for him. But I am voting for Biden 2024 because what he has done aligns with what I think is right. But, baby, if you want to go and vote for Trump, you're going right on ahead. I'm not lost. I'm right in San Antonio, Texas. I know exactly where I am. Candace, I know exactly where I am. You go ahead and vote for who you want to. My thing is, why you getting mad? Why you getting mad? Because people are not going along with what you want to say. Now you want to vote for Trump, and you know who we talking about, and you know what you're talking about, and you have a right to your opinion. And all I'm telling you is, all I'm is vote for him. Just vote for him. Like I'm gonna vote for Biden. I'm voting for Biden for reasons that I think are deemed. And if you want to vote for Trump, and if you got a boatload of money under Trump, and you got a windfall, well, that's your interest. But your interest, ma'am, is not my interest, and that's what you got to understand. So vote your interest. And if Trump has helped you in your interest, then you vote for him. Baby, nobody ain't getting mad. I'm just telling you to vote for who you want to vote for. This is America. People vote for who they want to. Like I said, if you want to vote for Bubbles the chimp, girl, go and vote for him. To see people come over here and they think I'm gonna raise my voice and stuff. Vote for who you want to. It ain't changing my feels of who I'm gonna vote for. I'm gonna still vote for Biden 2024. I don't care if he was 101 years old. I would still vote for him. Sure would. I ain't voting for that man. All that junk he did and all this mess he talking about and hanging out with dictators and doing all of this stuff. Hell no. He ain't benefiting black people. And then want to play black people stupid with some stupid tennis shoe. Girl, gone. Yeah, you go ahead and eat that up. Maybe some people used to that, but if that's who you want to vote for, boo, knock yourself out. But I'm voting for Biden 2024. And just in case something happened to him, I'll vote for Kamala Harris 2024. Because I have her than Trump too. That's how I feel about it. See, I done gone a little step farther. So anyway, that's it. That's all. And I said what I said. Hold on for a minute, y'all. Well, look, y'all, I have made it to my destination. Y'all have a good time. Do not forget to vote. Register to vote. Whether you vote for Biden, Trump, or a write-in candidate, make sure you vote because it is your God-given right to vote. And I can't tell you who to vote for, even though I may not feel that it's the right choice. But if that person benefits you and your interests are met with them, then you vote for them. That's it. But I know where my interest lies, and so I know who I'm gonna vote for. So thank you. Y'all take care, peace, and love.